Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share the channel out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. Guys, go and follow us on our Twitter at Talking Chelsea Blues, or known as Talking Blues YT. Guys, we have hit 1,000 followers over there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. You are so appreciated.
Tremendous
it's incredible.
Support.
Thank you. Okay. Also, go and follow us on our Instagram at Talking Chelsea Blues. We are posting over there pretty much every day now. Guys, it's important that we get all these socials out to you as much as possible, so we are as active as possible for you. Guys, go and follow us on our TikTok as well. That's really important as well. We're going to be uploading some stuff on there now in the next few days. Some really exciting stuff, some really nice, clean, good edited stuff. So guys, stay tuned for that. So, let's get into today's video. We're going to be talking about 4 players today. Conor Gallagher, Moises Caicedo, Levi Colwill, Kylian MBAPPE. Guys, get in the comment section and let us know your thoughts on each individual item we discussed today. We'd love to hear from you guys. So, let's talk about Conor Gallagher. There's been reports in the news that has been said that he is leaving. Now, Dad, we've been watching Conor Gallagher in the friendlies for the last few days, and he seemed pretty decent. He seems like he's starting to find his feet under Pochettino, and, you know, it's looking good. It's looking rosy, isn't it?
Yeah. I think he has found his feet, and, you know, with the right tweaking and the right training, playing alongside players who have the right chemistry, I think, he's, really done well, extremely well in the opening USA tour in the last 2 games, and I was surprised, a goal in each game. If there is talk now about Conor Gallagher going elsewhere, first of all, where is he going to go or looking to go?
We'll get into that in a second, but for me, I don't want him to go. No. I don't think he should go now. I know we complained about him a lot last season, but he's really shown himself as to be a top player this season, especially in pre-season games. But look, this is the source that has come out from the Times, and this is what has been said, so let's have a look. So it says, West Ham have bid almost £40 million for Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher.
Evidently this is, come about in the last 2 games that we've played. They've seen, that basically
sharpening up.
He is sharpening up and maturing with the game. I think it would be a huge mistake to get rid of him at this point.
But this is not from Poch. This is not from Poch. This is from the top.
All right, okay. This might be from the top. But I would say, give him time this season to see how, everything materialises and, go from there. But, I think, this is a boy who's come from the academy, isn't it? Gallagher. And, I think, Chelsea is in his blood and it's where he belongs. So I would say, and my instinct is telling me to keep him at this moment in time. People are interested, when they see a player that is, on form, a player that is excelling in the game. Other teams, they got their little radars going, their antennas, and, they're out there looking to take it away from your team. So your team becomes a disadvantage by taking key players. And I think Conor Gallagher will be a key player this season for us. So, I would want him to stay at this moment in time.
Yeah, I totally agree, Dad, and I don't disagree with you at all. This is a situation that we didn't expect to come about. We didn't expect Conor Gallagher to be playing this well in pre-season and to really be showing the sort of performances he has and the levels he has. And it's an insight to what we expected.
And when you look retrospectively in the past, we've taken players from West Ham. So we've taken players, that we know that we can do very good with. Declan Rice was one of them, wasn't he?
Declan Rice came from us to West Ham.
Yeah.
So, look, the thing is, right, I think Conor Gallagher's would really progress in this midfield. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be a top player for us in this midfield. But I don't want to see him go. I don't. So whatever happens. But I don't. I know this is. I think this is coming from the top.
Mm. Yeah,
because there is no way after those two performances that we've seen from Conor Gallagher that Mauricio Pochettino would let him go. There is no way.
And when you say this is coming from the top, coming from
the owners,
yeah, and you know
that's where they're going wrong. That's where they're going wrong.
Yeah.
They're getting involved in the footballing stuff.
Yeah, it's all about that, you know.
Just leave him be. Just leave Mauricio Pochettino and his coaching staff be. Leave the footballing directors to do what they need to do. Because this is ridiculous. But it is what it is. And if Conor Gallagher goes, I wish him all the best. But if he stays, I'd be really happy too. But let's see what happens. Because it is what it is. Let's move on to the next story now. And we all know what this situation is like. This has been building for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm just sick to the back teeth of this Caicedo business. I just want a decision made, don't you, Dad?
You know, this reminds me of, sort of like a bit of a, relationship, playing hard to get you. And, it's, they sort of badger him for the money and everything else, so it's going to happen. I can see it happening.
Oh, 100%.
But I think it's going to be a very late happening.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a last day of the window sort of business, and we're going to see all this drama like we did with Enzo on the last chance on deadline day.
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez was a big £100 million player.
Brighton are in the driving seat here, mind you.
They're not, though.
They are in the driving seat. They're dangling the carrot. This is what's happening. And, they're putting higher fee each time with add-ons and everything else. Yeah. So they're dangling the carrot. Now, at some point,
Chelsea are going to bite.
They got to bite that carrot, because, like I say, this is a player who would be extremely advantageous to us and to our team. So, yeah.
May I say, this could be...
This
could be a defining signing as in to say whether we challenge for something or not this season. Yeah. I think this is a big enough signing to say that. But let's get into what's been said, and then we can give you some more thoughts on it. So this is what has been said from Parker Turner. Chelsea are not close to meeting Brighton's valuation for Moises Caicedo. They are becoming frustrated with Brighton's insistence on including Levi Colwill in the deal, and their reluctance to provide an actual asking price. Caicedo's camp is starting to push now as they fearful that their client is being priced out of a move. Chelsea just got to wait it out now. If Caicedo really wants this move that bad, he will push. He will have to push. Because Brighton are going to, as you said, Dad, Brighton are playing hard to get. So they're going to have to, so he's going to have to push. I saw a video today on Twitter. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but he came out for training today for Brighton. He just didn't look happy. He just looked really, really, really pissed off, and that's not normal for a player. That's not good for a player, especially for their career. Yeah. They obviously want the move. He obviously wants the move, but he's not pushing hard enough. He's got to hand in a transfer request and say, "I want to go."
Yeah.
But this brings me back to Conor Gallagher. What if we were to put Conor Gallagher in a deal with Brighton for Caicedo?
That could be possible, but...
Would that be of something? Yeah. Say Chelsea don't want him. Chelsea don't want Gallagher. Okay. Brighton, here you are. Here's Conor Gallagher. Have 50 million. And then there you go. Accept the deal. But it is what it is, Dad. Surely, and this thing about Levi Colwill as well, once people want Brighton wanting Levi Colwill, it's done. It's over with. Levi Colwill is a Chelsea player.
Yeah, leave him be.
Leave him be. He's a top talent. Staying with us. He's staying with us. He's already confirmed it, and Mauricio Pochettino has already confirmed it. So leave him be.
Yeah.
Stop rattling the cage. Yeah. Or we'll rattle the cage more. Remember who the big club are. Brighton. We're Chelsea FC. We're not Brighton. We're not Watford. We're not Newcastle. We are Chelsea. You bite, we bite harder. Just remember that, and we could take your player.
Well, what we need is consistency. and we don't want chopping and changing all the time. Yeah, we've had this with managers over the years, and just look at last season, for example. So we don't want to be chopping and changing. But this Caicedo, even if we buy him and still keep Conor Gallagher,
That would be an absolute dream.
this would be
a title fighting team.
A title fighting team, and this man, is a world renowned player, and I think a lot of clubs will have their eye on.
Yeah, there's been a lot of players who've had their eye on Caicedo for years.
Yeah, so,
and I think now
yeah,
they're realising, okay, Chelsea are some serious players. There's some serious money involved. So no one's pushed in yet. No one's got in line yet to come in with Chelsea. So we're the only club in the running for it.
But I think towards the end of it, we got to strike with the irons hot, get in there, get a deal, get him at the club.
Totally agree. But this, as I said, Levi Colwill, leave him alone.
Yes,
because he's.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to comment on is this De Zerbi. Roberto De Zerbi, the Brighton manager, is trying to play with the big boys, saying we're in the Europa League, unlike Chelsea. You've done one thing, mate.
One-time wonders, and they're giving it the big one. Yeah,
I remember a manager of ours saying that at one point. One title, and you're giving it the fucking big one.
Yeah, that wasn't a Lamps.
Yeah, won the Lampard. Yeah, and how mighty did Liverpool fall the next season? Yeah, remember that. So De Zerbi, I think it's time he shut up.
Yes.
Time to shut up. And he said something else the other day as well. He says he doesn't see managers who have won trophies as the best in the world.
How does he work that one out?
Has he gone clonk in his mind? I don't know, because that's a bit of a weird comment. I don't see managers who win trophies as the best in the world.
So
isn't that the whole idea?
Yeah. So the likes of Jose Mourinho.
You're talking about Jose Mourinho, mate. Jose Mourinho walks all over De Zerbi.
Yeah.
Managerial career. Look at it. Array of trophies. De Zerbi, how many trophies have you won? I think you've only won one title with that, and that was with Shakhtar Donetsk. Time to shut up. But yeah, look, I see it like this. Brighton are dangling the carrot. Chelsea will bite eventually. And when Chelsea bite, they'll bite with big money. And they'll bite and they'll get Caicedo, and Brighton will shut up.
And look, we won in 2012 with an interim manager. That's, how good we were, yeah? And, when we last won the European Cup, we had Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, and like I say, we won trophies under Jose Mourinho, Premier Leagues. So, this man is just talking out of his ass.
He's been a bit silly.
Yeah,
he's been a bit silly.
Yeah.
And he's playing a dangerous game with the big boys.
Yeah.
Because the mighty will fall.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, don't you? A little knowledge is dangerous. So,
I'm just thinking, he's saying all this to rattle people's cages. Trying to become the next big thing.
Yeah, well, people shouldn't bite.
Wait till you actually become a big thing.
Yeah.
Before you say something.
Just smile and wait.
Because if I'm not mistaken, Maurizio Pochettino is a bigger manager than De Zerbi.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Chelsea are a bigger club than Brighton.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So chew on that. But it is what it is. Look, I also want to make one comment on something as well before we get into the final piece of news. Nicholas Jackson made a statement the other day, and he said, I look up to Drogba. He said something on the lines of, I look up to Drogba, and I want to be like Drogba, maybe even better. What a mentality to have.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. He's not talking about becoming Drogba. He's talking about becoming the first Nicholas Jackson. And that is inspiration. And
this is one of the things you have to, I know everyone aspires to be the next Messi or the next Ronaldo or whatever. yeah. But basically,
Be the
I
first
think,
of yourself.
yeah, you know, sort of, yeah, be your own product, yeah. And do not go imitating or duplicating another person. Be yourself. Strive to be better than, you know, the previous person. Yeah. So, you know,
For all we know, Nicholas
yeah,
Jackson could actually
yeah,
turn out to be
yeah.
better than Rod
So
Butler.
you
We
couldn't,
don't know it.
so you couldn't have two Messis. You couldn't have two Maradonas or whatever you want to, you know, follow. You know, you are yourself. You are unique, but be the best of you.
May I say, Jackson's made a very good start on becoming the very own Nicholas Jackson. It's been wonderful to see so far. So, yeah, that is that. Guys, let's get into the final news story now, and let's talk about this, because this is football. This is changing football. This is huge. This is absolute ludicrousy. Let's get into it. Al Hilal have submitted a formal bid to Paris Saint-Germain in order to open talks for Kylian Mbappe. Understand it's worth 300 million euros. Record fee. No talks on the player side. PSG remain convinced that Mbappe already agreed terms with Real Madrid with contract ready. And I've heard he's getting £700 million, €700 million a year contract. I always wondered when the first billion pound player would come. Seems we're getting pretty close. Dad, what do you think?
Well,
is he worth it?
Nobody's worth that. Nobody. I don't care who you are in this life. You know, because, you know, as much as footballers are paid, yeah, and we talk about 100 million, 150, 200 million, yeah, I think, you know, we've all got to realise, yeah, that nobody is worth that amount of money, yeah.
It's crazy.
It's quite criminal when you think of it, and
there are people starving in the world.
Of course there are, yeah. There are people, you know,
and there's people who are willing to splash out 300 million euros on one player.
People without the basic needs, food. But you know,
that's for another video. That's another topic.
Yeah, but let's just you know, a brief synopsis on this, you know, and it's absolutely ludicrous. Yeah, you know, they're paid more than actors these days. Some of these top footballers, you know, it's just very corrupt, you know. But you know, we'll leave that for another day. We'll have a discussion on that, you know.
I would love to one day.
Yeah, 300 million and 700 million pounds per year. Yeah,
but it's only going to be for one season apparently.
It's just
until he goes to Real Madrid. But the thing is, right? We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this Saudi Arabian business, because we've sold a load of players to Saudi Arabia in the last few months. The last month or two. But not for this. Not for these crazy amounts. They've got the... Right, this is who Saudi clubs have signed in the last few weeks. Edouard Mendy, Kalidou Koulibaly, Ruben Neves. They have signed Jordan Henderson. They've got Steven Gerrard as a manager. They're about to sign Alexander Mitrovic. Right? They've got the likes of... all these quality players coming in. Is the Saudi league about to become one of the best in the world? I don't know. I don't know.
Saudi, that rings a few bells as well, you know. And
human rights.
USA and Britain and, you know.
Yeah, I just don't know anymore. I don't know what to do.
Fingers in every pie.
Look, I just see it like this, right? I've looked into the research, right, and I've looked at the human rights history, and there was a human rights issue with Newcastle before the takeover, but we're not gonna get into that too much. But seriously, Saudi money is becoming stupid because they just pull it out and go with it.
Can I just mention two things? Can I just mention, you know, food, okay, is the priority, yeah, you know. But 300 million, yeah, but that's one player. Let's put all these other top players on top as well, yeah, and what, you know, the, you know, gross on it amount would be, yeah, from that. Now, let's look realistically and put into perspective. How many doctors would that buy? You know, into the NHS, yeah? How many homes for the homeless, yeah? Would that build, yeah? You know, and, you know, it ticks me off. You know, when I see people on the streets and people who have fought for this country, yeah? You know, and Queen and country, and yet, you know,
There's nothing given to them.
Cast, you know, on the wayside in a gutter like some piece of vermin. But, you know, like I say, this is something for another time, yeah? It just ticked me, this did, when I see this amount of obscene money being...
It is crazy.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
crazy. But that's another topic for another day. But guys, let us know what you think about the all these issues today we've discussed.
Yeah.
You know, let us know what you think about Gallagher. Let us know what you think about COLWILL. Let us know what you think about Caicedo. Let us know what you think about MBAPPE. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And before we end with this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn that notification bell icon on to notify when we upload. Share this channel out as much as possible, guys. Also, go and follow us on our Twitter at Talking Chelsea Blues, also known as Talking Blues YT. Guys, go and follow us on our Instagram at Talking Chelsea Blues. And guys, also go and follow us on our TikTok, Talking Chelsea Blues. Guys, all links will be in the channel description. But guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you've all enjoyed it. And we will see you tomorrow for another upload. Bye, guys.
Take care, guys.